Hi and welcome along to our AFTV Transfer Daily Special. I'm not here tonight to talk about Brexit. I'm here tonight to talk about the breaking news that it looks like Sven Mislintat will be leaving Arsenal. The head of recruitment at Arsenal, who was only brought in a year ago by Ivan Gazidis, will, by all accounts, be leaving Arsenal Football Club. The news was circulating around today. I think the first person I saw go with the news was Le Grove, and since then it's been all over social media, all over all media, and quite rightly, a lot of Arsenal fans have been in absolute meltdown. I mean, as if we ain't already had enough bad news this transfer window, to hear that the guy that's come in and that a lot of fans have been sort of pinning their hopes on and saying, you know what, we may have limited funds, but at least this guy knows how to spot a player. It looks like he will be leaving Arsenal Football Clubs. And there's a lot of people trying to find out what is the reason why. He only came in, as I said, 1 year ago, brought in by Ivan Gazidis. He's known for being that person who can just spot a player. They used to call him Diamond Eye when he was over there at Borussia Dortmund. He spotted players like Ousmane Dembele. He spotted Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Shinji Okazaki. All these sort of players he spotted and brought into Borussia Dortmund. At Arsenal, he's credited with bringing in Guendouzi. He brought in Torreira, Socrates. You know, even there's a lot of people that said he had a big influence on Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang joining Arsenal, and now he's going to be leaving the club. And it is, I don't know. This transfer window is sort of shaping up to be even worse than the ones we used to have under Arsene Wenger. It just seems that our transfer policy at the moment is in utter chaos. First of all, this month we were told that we got no money to spend, that, you know, we can only bring in players on loan, don't look to buy any players. That was broken by the manager. You know, he cannot afford to buy players. And now this, you know, now that we're thinking to ourselves, all right, we can't afford to buy players, we ain't got money, but this guy can go out and use his abilities to spot a real gem. Now it looks like that's gone as well. And what are the reasons why he has decided to leave? Is he leaving because he's got no faith in Arsenal's transfer policy? Because he believes that, you know, there's just no point. What's the point in being there? Well, all the promises I was made are not going to happen. Is that the reason? Or is the reason because he's fallen out with other people at the club? Not CNN, I was about to say CNN. ESPN, right, have done a story on it on their page today, and I'm going to read some of what they said regarding it. And they go with the story. They said, Sven Mislintat is set to leave Arsenal after a series of disagreements over Gunners' organisational structure and transfer strategy, and that's according to a source from within the club. So that's what they're saying, that a source from within the club is saying to them, this is the reason why the 46-year-old wants to leave, is because he's had disagreements over the Gunners' organisational structure and transfer strategy. And then it goes on to say in the article that the club sources are saying to them that Raul Sanelli, the former director of football at Barcelona, favoured a recruitment policy based on his extensive network of contacts throughout Europe, while Sven Mislintat had been tasked by Ivan Gazidis to follow the kind of analytical and stats-based approach that saw the 19-year-old midfielder Matteo Guendouzi join from French second division club Lorient, and the 22-year-old Uruguayan Lucas Torreira arrived from Sampdoria. And the article goes on to say, contrary to some reports, Mislintat and Arsenal manager Unai Emery had enjoyed a very good working relationship. And sources have told ESPN FC, with mooted interest in Mislintat from Bayern Munich, also has not played a part in the backroom upheaval. However, the German's position had been further undermined by the club's willingness to appoint a technical director a move that would have amounted to a de facto demotion. And of course, we've been told that Arsenal are looking to bring in a technical director or sporting director, whatever you call it, and they were speaking about bringing in Edu, who of course used to be at Arsenal back in the Invincible times, that they wanted to bring Edu in as a technical director. And ESPN saying that they feel that this is why Mislintat has decided to leave, because he feels it's almost like he's been demoted and he's not going to be doing the role that he was brought in to do by Ivan Gazidis, which was basically, we knew that Gazidis worked off of this real stat-based system, Moneyball system, as a lot of people call it, where, you know, they literally looked at analytics and off of that bought in players, which in the past, by the way, hadn't worked very well, had it? You know what I mean? But Mislintat was a guy that I think the fans were really behind this guy. They were really behind him, and they were like, at last, we've got a guy in that knows about transfers, but knows about transfer dealings, and will bring in top players. Because as I said, we were looking at the players that he's bought in the past. But now it looks like he will be leaving the club. And as I said, utter chaos at the moment, as far as I'm concerned, at Arsenal Football Club. And I really wanted to get your views on it tonight, and that's why I had to do this video, because I'm like, I need to find out how everybody's feeling about this. Personally, my personal opinion, it's just a continuation of a disastrous month so far. The Aaron Ramsey situation, we got a player that is worth lots and lots of money, in his prime, is going to be leaving Arsenal Football Club on a free, probably join Juventus. The loan situation. We got players like Denis Suarez out there that the manager's identified and said to himself, he would be a good person to bring in, would really, really improve our squad. But the manager's being told, yeah, you can go and get him, but only on loan. We ain't got no money. Then there's that factor, the fact that we've got no money. Where has all the money gone? Why have we not got money to buy players? We're being told the reasons why we ain't got money to buy players, because of financial fair play. And basically, we're going off of this model where we're self-sustaining, and we spent so much money and got so little money in because, you know, we pay such high wages and we've not really had nothing to sell, because the previous regime literally made all of our top players' contracts run down, that now the new manager has no money to spend. Then there was the news, of course, that came out this month about Stan Kroenke, our owner. We were told that, you know, over the last 10 years, he spent a grand total of absolutely nothing on Arsenal Football Club. Even Mike Ashley at Newcastle has spent more than him. Only one of two owners that's been in the Premier League, the other one being the Middlesbrough owner, that has spent absolutely nothing on the club. All that news together, coupled with the fact, as I said, the Ramsey situation, the fact that we've not seen any players come in, and then put on top of that the fact that we ain't been playing well off the pitch. We lost to West Ham, we had that bad defeat to Liverpool, drop points against Brighton. All of this has compounded to make a very, very bad transfer window so far. And you know what? The type of thing sometimes that can lift fans and bring fans up again would be to see a top quality player come in. But there doesn't seem to be much talk of any top player coming in, because we simply ain't got the money. We linked with players like Yannick Carrasco, but even today reading where a Belgian correspondent was saying, well, listen, you know, Carrasco would love to come to Arsenal, but Arsenal ain't got the money. Arsenal Football Club ain't got the money. It's been a bad, bad month. And now, on top of that, Mislintat looks like he's off. What do you guys think about this? I really would like to get your comments on this. I really would like to know how you're feeling about this news. Do we just have to get used to this? That, you know, we're entering into a new era with Arsenal and there's going to be upheavals? Because we've been used to a very stable club under Arsene Wenger. That's one thing. He was there for a long time, but it was stable. Things are changing now, and, you know, there's new regimes and new people coming in and new egos, and Do we have to get used to this? This happens a lot at other clubs. This happens a lot at clubs like Chelsea. They change people all the time. Do we have to start getting used to this type of system at our club? I don't know. Let me know. Leave it in the comments below. Are you, like me at the moment, feeling very annoyed and very upset at the whole transfer policy right about now at Arsenal Football Club? Please let me know. Leave it in the comments below. But to reiterate the news once again, the big rumour is that Sven Mislintat, brought in under Ivan Gazidis, head of recruitment, is set to leave Arsenal Football Club. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, tomorrow morning, Transfer Daily, we'll be back. We'll be telling you about if anybody's been leaked. We'll be giving you any updates so we hear on that news. But thanks for watching tonight. And let's hope it's better news tomorrow.